Hello there, BookTube. My name is Daniel. Welcome back to my channel, Guilty Feet. I've got no rhythm, and today I'm going to do another sort of late night. It's not late night, it's about 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the evening, book haul, because I've just met up with my friend who's a pilot, who is my mailing address in the UK, and he's here overnight. He landed this morning, he flies out tomorrow, and he brought me a whole bunch of stuff, and because I sent it all to his house, and he's like a very, very good, dear friend, so I took him out for a sausage dinner tonight, and he actually sent me a video before I got to him today. He sent me a video of him unpacking my stuff. So imagine this: he's a pilot for a well-known international carrier, who usually travels with just sort of a walk-on trolley, and because he comes to see me, he has that stuffed full of books. So I think sometimes he actually has to send it rather than just sort of carry it into the cockpit because there's so much stuff. But here is the video that he took unpacking in his hotel all the things he brought me. I'll put that in here. Okay, so I'm going to do an unpacking. I will now, to be clear, a couple of things. So I've taken out of this pile already stuff I bought for my brother, who's got a big birthday coming up, so I'm not going to show that. And also we've taken out the dress that my wife had sent that he brought out for her. But included in this pile of books that I ordered for myself, there are, I think, 5 books that my daughter wanted to give as a birthday present to her boyfriend, who is a young entrepreneur. So there's 5 sort of intense business books in here, and we'll take them out and look at them. These are not things that I'm necessarily going to read, although I may borrow them off him at one point and read them. But in amongst this, the usual kind of things that I buy for myself are the 5 books that my daughter bought for her boyfriend. So we'll just unpack them as they come along. I don't know where they are, which sort of adds some a frisson of excitement to what we're looking at. Okay, here's the first one. This is quite a big package from Amazon, I guess. So I wonder what's in here. Could be 1 or 2. Always one book. I think that I know what this is. This is just published 2 days ago in the UK. The Fraud. This is the last book that got delivered to him. The Fraud by Zadie Smith. This is a big novel by Zadie Smith. Standard. How many pages is this? So this is over 400 pages. I think it's a lot for her, and I understand it's a historical novel, but I've read everything, every novel Miss Smith has published to date, and there was never an chance that I was going to miss reading The Fraud, and I think I'll be reading that over the next week or so, maybe over Rosh Hashanah. They've got the Jewish New Year coming up, so that means 2 days, long mornings in synagogue and long afternoons, and I think I'm going to do The Fraud then, so looking forward to that. Great, that's fantastic. What else have we got? Oh, this is also seems to be, this also might be an Amazon delivery. Okay, what's in here? This is, so this is one of the books that my daughter has bought for her boyfriend. This is called The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz. Building a Business When There Are No Easy Answers. And this was originally published in 2014. And I think this is new. I bought this from Amazon, would have been new. I think some things that we bought for him, we found secondhand, and some new. The Hard Thing About Hard Things, not on my list of things to read, but a present for my daughter's boyfriend. Okay, this feels like a graphic novel. I didn't have a pair of scissors here. I literally have no idea, no memory at all of what I've ordered, which just is, it shows you how urgent any of this was. I don't know what it is. This is, oh yeah, good. So this is the latest in, I've been going through and reading the what's his face, Robinson, who what's the first name, James Robinson's run on Starman, and this is the 5th or 6th in the collected series. So this covers issues, well, this is the 7th collection, and I've been reading them in order, and they're super fun. There's a visit from the Justice League there, and I will get to this because I've been enjoying them, picking them up as and when I feel like it. Okay, good. Making a mess here. I'll keep my glasses here in case I need to read anything. What have we got here? There's another one. This is from World of Books. No, Awesome Books. So this might have been an eBay purchase, or did I actually order directly from Awesome Books? I don't know. I don't remember what it. I mean, I got a vague clue about what I ordered. I'm making a right hash of this. Okay, but I couldn't pick out all the titles of things I've ordered. But let's see. This is 2 books in here. That's exciting. What 2 books I got here? Oh, lovely. Yes, I haven't read the 87th Precinct, Ed McBain's 87th Precinct novels. There are about 50 of them, and I'm about 40 books in, and I haven't read for a while. And these are, I think, the next 2 in the series. Nice chunky paperbacks, published by Mandarin, published by Corgi, so UK paperbacks. This is Kiss, and this is Mischief. I don't remember which order these come in, but I have the list, and whenever when I decide to read another McBain, I'll have the next one on the list. So good, and please, I like keeping up with series I'm going up. This is a big, heavy paperback. I don't know what this could be. I do have an idea what this could be. 1 second, let's see what it is. It's like a big paperback. What is this thing? Oh, The Beginnings of Desire, Reflections on Genesis by Aviva Gottlieb Zornberg, who I believe lives in Jerusalem. And this is a book about the first book in the Pentateuch, the first book in what we call the 5 books of Moses. And Steve Donoghue mentioned this when he was asked to come up with 50 non-fiction titles, and he, without being prompted, came up with 50 non-fiction titles written by women. It's a quite fantastic video that is worth checking out, because it just sparked loads of different suggestions of things for me to go and purchase. And I thought I would pick this. This sounds interesting. I don't know anything about Ms. Gottlieb Zornberg, even though she probably lives about an hour from where I am right now. And this seems to be fair. There was a time in my life where I had a closer relationship to the study of the Bible, and I don't do very much of it anymore. And this looks like it may be kind of interesting. It might not be suitable for the kind of reading I do, which is cover to cover. This might be better served. We're about to start. So as we're coming up to the Jewish New Year, that is also the end of a cycle of reading the whole of the Torah, which we read week in, week out, and it cycles. And just after Rosh Hashanah, we come to the end, and then we start it again all over again. And then we start again with Genesis. So, this would probably be better if I read this, a chapter pertaining to each weekly reading. I read it the week that reading was synced up with where we are in the Jewish calendar. But I don't really read like that. Maybe I will try and do that this week with this book. I would read like a chapter a week, or I might just start it and work all the way through it. But quite interested. I don't do much biblical study reading. I haven't done for many years, but I thought I would go back and look at this because Steve Donoghue brought it up, and that seemed like a good enough recommendation for me. That's good. Okay, what else we got here? Another big, it's like a big Amazon. I literally no idea what else I ordered from Amazon. Oh, this might be one of the business books. Let's see. Oh, 3 books in here. Okay, I know what one of them is. That's fabulous. Oh, that's the one. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, I can't believe these all came together. That's so funny. Okay, so one of these is a book I ordered for me, and 2 of them are books for my daughter's boyfriend. So one of them for business books is 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, who was the founder of PayPal, maybe, and early investor in almost everything. So that's 0 to 1, Notes on Startups or How to Build the Future, Peter Thiel with Blake Masters. Put that to one side. Another one which he was recommended and which my daughter's bought for him is Radical Candor by Kim Scott, and is blurb on the front by Sheryl Sandberg. How to Get What You Want by Saying What You Mean, Radical Candor. Again, not something I would necessarily bought for myself, not something I may ever read, but I think he's going to be very happy with the set of books that my daughter's giving. And then the last one is something I bought for myself. Very unnecessary, very cheeky to make this purchase, but having fallen in love with everything Claire Keegan has written to date, I saw that she was publishing a single standalone short story in hardback, about the most egregious waste of money for what is essentially 50 pages, but I bought it, and so I have Claire Keegan's So Late in the Day. This is 50 pages. I could inhale this on my way to doing something completely different. But I just like the fact that I have a little hardback standalone that's going to sit with my copies of Small Things Like These and Foster, and the short story set of short stories, earlier set of short stories, Antarctica, which I haven't got to yet. And I'm just on a bit of a Claire Keegan kick. So when I saw that she was publishing this, it's a total moneymaker by the publisher. There's no reason to publish what this was. Full price is £8.99. I think I got it from Amazon with a little discount, so maybe £6.50. But that's a lot of money for a 50-page short story. But I'm thrilled. Okay, put that over there. What else have we got going on here? World of Books. What is this? I don't think I ordered anything from World of Books this time, so this may be something that I picked up on Jeepers Creepers on eBay. These packages are really hard to get into. What is this? Oh, so this is another book for my daughter's boyfriend. This is Getting to Yes, but second edition, Getting to Yes, Negotiating Agreement Without Giving In by Roger Fisher and William Ury. This is for the second edition, also added Bruce Patton of the Harvard Negotiation Project. So this is a bit of a beaten up second-hand copy. I hope he won't mind too much. But that's the fourth of the, I think, 5 books that my daughter bought for him. This is another one, come from somewhere. 1 second. I don't know how I'm supposed to get into these things. What's this? Oh, this is good. This is for me. So this is one of the missing Zoe Bone books. So Mick Herron, who's written the Slow Horses series, the Slough House series, Jackson Lamb series, whatever you want to call them. And this is the earlier series that he wrote that I read the first 2 of, and then that set of short stories down Cemetery Lane I just read. And there's 2 more outstanding Zoe Bone in there's 4 books in there, and I read the first 2. So this is one of them, Smoke and Whispers, and the other one should be here as well, by the way. Okay, so this great big package doesn't feel like the book inside is taking up all that space, but let's see exactly what is inside. Paperback book. This is the other one. So those are the 2 outstanding Zoe Bone books, Smoke and Mirrors and Why We Die, matching editions, but they don't match the editions I already have. So okay, 4 more packages here, and one of these must be the 5th book for my daughter's boyfriend, but I don't know which. So I don't know what the other 3 will be. What's this? This could be it. Yes. This is the okay. No Rules, Netflix and the Cultural Reinvention. Reed Hastings, who I believe, it was the co-founder of Netflix. So another great book for a young entrepreneur who wants to know how the world works. And I hope he will enjoy this. So he's got 5 fantastic books. We'll look at them all together. And still 3 more things that I've ordered. I don't know what they are. Okay, this is a paperback book. Looks like an older paperback book. So what backlist book did I order? Don't know. Oh, yes, I do. This was the missing Sam Rushdie. So I now got all 3 volumes of his critical writing and essays. So this is the first one, Imaginary Homelands, Essays and Criticism, 81 to 91, and I've got the middle book, which from 91 to whenever it goes, and then the last one, which I was given free this year by Penguin. This is published by Granta. So I now have all 3 volumes because I'm a nerd and I would only read them in order, so I couldn't read the other 2 until I had the first one. So that's why I ordered that. 2 more books now. Totally at a loss as to what these are. Is this a graphic novel? What did I order? Oh, I remember. Yes, this is Rorschach. So this is long after the Watchmen, Alan Moore's Watchmen, which has stayed in print, which is DC totally screwed over Alan Moore, and he cut all ties and refused to ever work with him again. And then years later, they did this Watchmen Revisited and told some stories, and I sort of stayed away from it, kind of out of loyalty to Alan Moore, and kind of because I just think the story is the story. And then I just found out, I didn't know this existed, I found out that Tom King, who I've read a couple of things that he's done and been quite impressed, had this maxi series, I think a 12-issue series, that under DC's Black Label, which is kind of Elseworlds, I think sort of out of continuity, about Rorschach, who was always the most entertaining part of Watchmen. So now I own it, and I'll read that, and that's good. And then the last thing, the very last book here is what? Who knows? Oh, did we really buy him 6 books? The Lean Startup. Maybe we did. The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. So this is wonderful. He's going to be very pleased, I hope, with my daughter, because she's bought him 6 fantastic books. So I hope he won't see this video before his birthday, because this is amazing. Anyway, so that's the whole lot of things. Well, I'll show you the 6 books for my daughter's boyfriend. We've got The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. We've got No Rules by Reed Hastings, the founder of Netflix. We've got Getting to Yes. We've got Radical Candor. We've got 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, and The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz. And then all the stuff that I bought for myself. That's a massive book haul, and taking 50 minutes to show it to you. And you really need to do some reading now. I hope you're keeping well. God bless. Bye.